Hey, this is your boy Roto Beast. I'm here to present you my NBA live segment for Tuesday, March 12th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our NBA, MLB, and NFL videos. And if you haven't came and checked our website out at dfscheatsheet.com, you're absolutely missing out. We have all the tools to help you compete with the pros day in and day out, including a complete optimizer, tons of content, daily Fanduel and Draftkings cash lineups. Hey, we're truly a one-stop shop for all your DFS needs. So make sure you come check out the site here at dfscheatsheet.com. So, hey, man, going to be a quick one today, riding solo. Just going to kind of get in and get out, get all your questions in. I'll get to them as fast as possible. And yeah, so, there's a couple injury pieces that really are kind of, changing things for the slate. One piece of news that really is kind of changing the slate is Zach LaVine's being out. I'm going to have some good value in Archie Diacono, and it's going to give Dunn a boost. It's going to give Otto Porter a boost. I like a couple of those Bulls guys for sure. Bulls are not necessarily the people that that I'm looking at, but hey, it is what it is. We got to go with where the value's at, and I think there's going to be some good spots on the Bulls side of things. Outside of that, man, like I said, get them questions in and we can kind of get going. Yo.
Oh,
what up, Jay? It let you in. Oh, man, I didn't know if it was going to let you in or whatnot. Yeah, so I just quickly, so I'm not riding solo after all. But, I just quickly touch on some Bulls news. Any other news that's really standing out to you right now?
You touched on Cleveland, Marquise Chris, and all those guys.
I literally just got through Chicago. So if you want to finish this off, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So Marquise Chris will serve his 1-game suspension, just like I thought Ibaka would get suspended for 3 games. That'll come up, but Chris will serve his 1-game suspension today. Kevin Love already ruled out. We know that Tristan Thompson ruled out. Larry Nance Jr. is ruled out. Matthew Dellavedova also out. So they have a very, very short rotation here in Cleveland. Look, is this game going to blow out? 95% chance says yes, but with such a small rotation, can you play Brandon Knight? Can you play Colin Sexton? Can you play Zizic? Can you play Jetty Osman? Absolutely you can. David Nwaba, all 5 starters are in play because of if they were priced up for this opportunity, easy fade, but they're all priced down. They're all mid-tier value plays, and they're all going to see a ton of minutes. I mean, I think every one of these guys is going to see 30-plus minutes tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So just kind of going through a couple other things we got. Todd wants to know if Cat is playing. Cat did get upgraded to probable, so I think he is in, but I'm not going to be playing Cat. We seen the injury the other day. It didn't look very good, so I don't think he's going to be 100%, even if he does play. Everyone's talking about Clarkson. I really like Clarkson. He's a guy that plays close to 30 minutes off the bench. We actually played Clarkson last night in our cash games. And, he got us right there about 5 times value, and he does have a little bit of upside. So I think that Clarkson is in play. I like him a lot, to be honest. We just talked about the short rotation out there in Cleveland. Thoughts on Brook Lopez and Kuzma since he's thoughts on Brook Lopez and Kuzma since he's returning. I'll let you handle those two.
I mean, Brook Lopez, from a DVP standpoint, it's a good matchup for him. And we've said it all year long. They give up a ton of fantasy points to bigs. So I don't mind Brook Lopez. I just don't see a lot of rebounding opportunities here. I really think that this is a game that you can play Connaughton and Mirotic a lot. It is a little bit of a revenge narrative for Mirotic, obviously, but his minutes are on the uptick. He's a big guy. He's a perimeter. He can knock down the 3, etc. They give up a lot to that. So I don't know if the floor is there for Lopez. I don't know if the ceiling is there for Lopez. No, he's not going to get you 8x, I don't think, on this price tag.
Yeah, for sure. Next question. Zizic is in a good drop spot on Fanduel, but is he playable on Draftkings? I agree with you on Fanduel. I really like him. On Draftkings, let me check out that price tag.
He's 3.7 on DK. I don't know how he couldn't be. He's an extra
for sure. He's 3.7. Yeah, he's definitely in play, on Draftkings just as much as he is on Fanduel. Let's get it tonight for sure. Marty Mars, I'm trying to get it as well. Any Pacers tonight? I mean, Pacers are getting back to being healthy. We talked about it last night. Tyreke Evans is ruled out, so I think that does give Joseph a little bit of a bump and maybe Carlson a couple extra minutes. as well. But outside of that, I mean, I'm not really looking at too many Indiana guys. How about yourself?
I like Collison. I do like Collison. I think that Ace Young's okay in tournaments. And like you said, Corey Joseph, he gets a bump, obviously.
For sure. What you think about LeBron James? Me personally, I'm not touching LeBron James. They've already said that his minutes are going to be restricted to only about 28 minutes a game, and that 11.2 price tag is too expensive. If he gets down to, yes, he's only playing 20 minutes, so then he's only like 8,000, 7,500, kind of like what's going on with Anthony Davis, then we could maybe start considering LeBron James. But right now, well, he's pretty much over 10,000 and he's on a minutes limit. I'm not really going to be looking at him. I'm pretty sure you feel the same way about that.
I do not.
No.
I agree with you in terms of cash games, but not in tournaments. I think that exact sentiment right there is why he's a perfect tournament player. They're very ambiguous with the minutes limit. They said it's going to be between 27 and 32 minutes. In his last game, he played 27 minutes and had over 50 fantasy points, I believe. So at 27, 28 minutes, LeBron James can still reach value on this price tag. He can still get you a triple-double. The reason he's a tournament play and he's not safe for cash, my reasoning is if the Bulls get out on them, he's not going to play in the fourth quarter. He's not. So that's there's too many variables you have to take into consideration. But his ownership will be diminished, and that makes him a great tournament play with upside.
Yeah, no, I think for tournaments, like I said, just for anything to do with cash or anything just safe-wise, Safe and LeBron are not in the same conversation right now.
They are not.
For sure. So yeah, man. I mean, there's today's gonna be a fun slate, man. I think there's a couple different ways that you can definitely go. There's obviously a couple guys that are gonna be chalk, but I think that the ownership will be a little bit spread out as well. What guy are you paying up for tonight, bro?
You know, I'm paying up across the board in tournaments. I'm paying up a little bit of Giannis. I've got a little bit of LeBron. I'm paying up a little bit for LaMarcus Aldridge. So there's some guys I'm paying up for a little bit of Joel Embiid and a little bit of Ben Simmons. I'm paying up kind of sporadically across the board. I have a little bit of Jokic as well. So I'm paying up just about, for all the big guys. It's just I'm not over leveraged on one of them.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're spreading it out for sure. Kuzma coming back. I mean, the Lakers are pretty injured. He's going to play some minutes. I think Kuzma is in play tonight. Maybe a little bit more of a GPP play, but this is a really, really good matchup going against the Bulls. So I mean, 6,400. I think you can honestly consider Kuzma in cash. Like I said, I think he is going to get his minutes. Kuzma's a good play in my book today against the Bulls. I mean, Nwaba's in play. He may get a couple extra minutes. You can look at him, possibly as like a punt play drop spot. There is a couple other guys on this slate that I personally like more. Plumlee, I think Plumlee is a cheap center that you can look at. As long as Lyle's out, he continues to kind of come in as the backup power forward, and then he'll get moved to the backup center when Plumlee comes back in, when Jokic gets a break. So he is getting his minutes. I like Plumlee. I have a question for you, bro, because a lot of people actually been talking about this guy today. What's your thoughts on the guy Wagner for the Lakers?
Let's see what the starting lineup is going to be. I haven't seen it announced yet. Let's see what the starting lineup is going to be. At 5,000 for this guy. The other thing that I'm really interested to see as well is they just signed this guy that's like the internet sensation off their G League team. The guy lit it up against Houston last year. I can't think of his last name to save my life.
Talking about Andre Ingram.
Andre Ingram, yeah. So he's not available on Fanduel yet. I don't know if he's available for the Lakers today, but let's see what's going to happen here, man. I don't know who's going to – if they're going to start Wagner and Kuzma's going to come off the bench, I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing about Wagner, the only Laker fans probably know, is the guy he's like a stretch four also, right? I mean, He can knock down the three. He's got a pretty good perimeter game. He's a thin body. I personally think that Robin Lopez will bully the shit out of him. But he's like a stretch four.
Right, for sure. So I was actually wrong. I was looking at DK. Kuzma's 6.4 on DK. He's only 6,000 on FanDuel, and I think he's going to get his 30 minutes. So I actually really, really like Kuzma at that price tag. Philly, I think Philly, do you think Philly's safe for cash?
No, who? You have to ask me who, and I'll tell you. I mean,
For me,
Joel,
go ahead.
Joel Embiid at 10-3. No, I'm not going to take Embiid at 10-3 in cash.
Harris is the one that I think that you could possibly look at.
I would absolutely agree with that. I just think that you've got two other guys in very competitive games, mainly Nurkic and Lillard,
Right.
at a little bit of a discount that I would feel much safer with in cash over Embiid and Simmons. Are they going to crush tonight? Absolutely. Cleveland's terrible, but is there enough there?
Yeah, is Giannis a lock today? I don't know if Giannis is 100% locked. I mean, he's obviously one of the top 3 players on the slate. It's just really if we feel that New Orleans can keep it close. I mean, Anthony Davis is going to play limited minutes. They're without Drew Holiday. Who else do they got? They got Alfred Payton and Randall. It's all about if we feel it's going to if the game's going to stay close. So I'm not going to say he's a lock, but he is a top 3 player on the slate. Anthony Davis, I actually was looking at Anthony Davis on DraftKings. I think he was like 6.5, 6.6, somewhere right there. And for a guy who's still going to get you 40 fantasy points on DraftKings at a 6.7 price tag, I honestly think you could look at
6.8.
Oh, 6.8. Yeah, even still 6.8. I think that you can look at Anthony Davis on DraftKings, Fanduel, where he's, I think, 7.8. He's $1,000 more. I think that, that one is a little bit maybe too risky for me, but I actually really, really like the price for Anthony Davis on DraftKings for sure.
If you're playing 10 lineups on Fanduel, do yourself a favor and in one of those only, put LeBron James and Anthony Davis in there.
Yeah. It's kind of some low-owned guys. But, hey, man, that's all we got for you guys. Outside of we knocked all you guys' questions out. Ran a couple minutes over of what, I really wanted to do, but I wanted to make sure and get everybody's questions. So, hey, man, that's all I got for you guys for our NBA Live segment. Thanks for hopping in and kind of helping me out, Jeremy. Appreciate that, as always. Outside that, man, if you haven't checked the website out, check it out, dfscheatsheet.com. Got a lot of good things going on right now with the site. Don't miss out. Join the money team. Hey, good luck on your guys' contest tonight, all right? Hey, peace out.